Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Cyclones offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Over the years, Iowa has dominated this series, leading at 47-24, but the Cyclones have won 2 of the last 3, but home field hasn't meant much. The road team has won the last 3 clashes for the Cyhawk.
And last year's was improbable because Iowa State, they couldn't score. It was 13-0. If Iowa was better in the red zone, the game would have been over. But Rocco Beck came up absolutely clutch. Goes down the field with less than a minute, Palmer. And the always reliable kickers come up big in a rivalry game. 54 yards for the win at the Horn.
Yeah, I think this was the game that really showed Matt Campbell and his team that they had what it takes to win these tight, close games against really good opponents and really good defenses in a big moment, like what you just talked about with Rocco Beck putting his team in a position to win that game. Iowa State had a special year reaching the Big 12 title game a year ago, but this was one of those games early in the season you knew there was something special about this team.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line, it's Townsend. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cyclones line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Got his man down the middle. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Got some room to run.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here on the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And the visitors start their day with nothing. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. from the gun, running back on the move. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense at an empty set. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Grabbed over the middle, it's Townsend. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you. You get to the running back before he gets started.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. The toss to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offense goes toss play, but guys, they do it running into the boundary where there's just not a lot of space and room to work for the running back. He had nowhere to go, and he got tackled for a loss.
Looking for room. It's Moulton. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Beck. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Cyclones decide to punt it away.
Sometimes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws one to the left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around.
Turning it on. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground, he's got it again. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Gill. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
To get the ball out quick and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't. Now, decision time, fourth and short.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on fourth and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. The Hawkeyes get it past the sticks. This rivalry is so important to the people of this state, and it dates back to 1894, guys.
Yeah, it goes back a long way, and when you watch the product on the field every year, it's usually low scoring, but it's a lot of physical, tough people on the field.
Yeah, and you know, people in Iowa, they just love football, and this is a rivalry game that really hits home for so many. Regardless of which side of the fence you're on, in this game, Iowa or Iowa State, it means so much.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Hawkeyes come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch him get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
To the air, it's Beck. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that. And we'll take a break to check him out. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. And he's knocked down.
And quarterbacks love running backs who can catch the ball because they're stat patterns. That's an easy throw for this quarterback to make. He's just letting his running back do all the work. Get him the football out in space and let the magic happen.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Another incompletion on third down. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Dropping back, it's back. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here on third down for this offense. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Cyclones will punt this one away. Here's the return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He's got his man, makes the grab. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, 2 set of downs.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's got an open man. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped. Short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Pressure coming, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And that's a great job by this offense. That's how you work the clock. You want to take as much as you can and punch that ball in the end zone. Masterful clock management, and they now take the lead going into the half.
And you just got to wonder, too, David, how does that affect the confidence of a defense, right? They needed to find some way, somehow, to get a stop, limit the damage on that final drive. They give up a touchdown. They're going into halftime now, trailing. They've got to raise their level of play in the second half.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Leaves it with the running back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, these fan bases have been hyped, and with the Cyhawk trophy up for grabs, who knows what the second half will give us. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Iowa and Iowa State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys,
going to take a shot at this DB. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll try the toss to the left. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. To the air. It's Beck. Finds his big tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Trying play action. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got his man. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives.
And he feels the heat coming in. it burns him up. Another sack.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has the ball back on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Got it set up on the outside. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. He's looking deep. Makes a grab for a big play. Running room in the middle. Touchdown, Iowa State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Beck. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To the ground with the back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I think the biggest thing you're probably disappointed in on offense is your lack of success running the football. And they've tried to give this guy the ball a few times in this game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. Still not a lot to show for it. Game really close in this juncture, and you just wonder how many more times are they going to give him a try handing the ball off.
He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Cyclones will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Right back to the well. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Patterson. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Hawkeyes are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Beck. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Cyclones are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires one high and deep. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Toss sweep to the right. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. The give to the fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Beck. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. Going up top again. It's complete to the left. Carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up
the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
42 Spider. 4-2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. Just made. Getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And the offense just going to spike it here.
no gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit.
Back to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Easy.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Snagged in the middle. It's Cyhawk. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
QB spikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Gets the back moving. To the air on 2nd down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Here comes the heat. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for space. It's Patterson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that.